Welcome again to another round of Dead by Daylight. We're playing a killer round as the Trapper, and that's somebody you've seen me play with a number of times if you've watched videos on the channel. There is a slight difference with the loadout. We are playing with Nurses Calling to help us find people when we injure them. We're playing with Distressing to increase our terror radius, to go with Unnerving Presence, which will install more chances of skill checks happening when they're in my terror radius and reduce those zones dramatically. We're playing with Brutal Strength because we're trying to get an old rift challenge of damaging a generator or a drop pallet 8 times using that perk. We're using a trapper bag for an extra trap and transporting 2, and the Bloody Coil, which means if a trap is disarmed by a healthy survivor, that survivor will become injured, and it will increase that disarming time. We're playing with that for the first time. It depends really on kind of what group I have. I have seen in the past where I've set traps and I see survivors either will see them and disarm them, or sometimes will literally just be disarming them for the sake of disarming them. And honestly, if they do, then that's going to give them a nice nasty surprise. And well, if they're a group, they will stop disarming them and they'll just have to avoid them or look for them. And if they're not a group, well, you know, the more people that decide, hey, I want to try to disarm this trap, that might give them a little bit of surprise. The one thing it will do is that if we get down to the end game and the exit gates are powered and I end up going to trap an exit gate, not only will I know somebody is at the exit gate disarming said trap, but they will also injure themselves in the process by doing so. So we're mainly running this round. This is not so much about how many people we can take care of and eliminate. We obviously want to play a solid round, but we really just want to get that old rift challenge done. That's from the very first, the first tome, and that was, ooh, we're in the swamp to start. That was from the very first tome, and that was basically that was a challenge that, like I said, I wasn't even playing the game. I am very new at the game for anybody who might just be watching for the first time here. I'm very new at the game, and alright, well here's a generator already being worked on. So that's good. We'll start by doing that. We know tricky places for survivors to hang out at and do stuff. Usually I've been playing Corrupt Intervention with this trapper to go ahead and push people to my side of the map, but it seems like they're already on my side of the map. Let's kick this. Where did you go, my friend? I feel like you're under here somewhere. Or maybe you're not. There's a generator way out here in the well, that's gonna be a difficult generator to get back to. Now, if they were watching me, they absolutely saw me do that trap. I do not have discordance, so I don't know exactly where my fellow friends are at. Oh, I know they're on that generator. And we know they're on this generator. Oh, one thing we're doing, we're getting a lot of generator kicks, so hopefully this means we will get this challenge done without too many problems. Somebody has already gotten a generator done. There, I see somebody. Yeah, I heard you down there. Which way did you go, though? They're finishing generators pretty quickly here. See if we can catch somebody coming to this generator. That one's still sparking. Trying to look for a generator setup that we can defend, and I think it's going to be these 4. We are absolutely willing to concede. Now, alright, we're going to kick that trap first because, hey, that's what we're actually trying to do here. And where'd you crawl to? God, I hate these weeds in the swamp. Let's go ahead and pick you up. That was a nice little surprise to catch them there. Get you hung right here. Throw a trap here just in case they come from that angle. And we'll come back and we will absolutely trap over here. Won't be getting 3 people on that generator. So that generator are not being worked on. This one, however, yeah, this one's getting some work, man. Yeah, that trap's not going to work there. There it might, however. Why can't I lay you there? All right. Alright, I know I should be chasing that person, but I want to know why I can't set my freaking trap there. Alright, they couldn't have gotten... they couldn't have gotten terribly far. Some shenanigans going on over here, not sure what. Yeah, somebody's moving over here. Yeah, that's the injured person. Drop the pallet. I want you to drop the pallet. I need to break these things. You, unfortunately, are the person I injured to start. It was not my intent to tunnel you, but you, well, you unfortunately were the person I came across. So we're just gonna have to. Oh well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get you down. We're going to kick this generator because, like I said, that is the main thing we're trying to do here is get these generators done. Kick you up. That's a generator we absolutely were fine with letting go. We knew that wasn't going to be an issue for us. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop you on that hook right there. Well, that trap we put in the back, well, that came out to work in handy there. Well, we're just going to pick you up then and put you on that same little hook. Well, she might get off the hook. We dawdled a bit to try to get greedy. Tried to get a little greedy. Tried to get a little bit greedy there. Let's go ahead and set a trap. We'll find out if anybody is paying attention here or if she's working with anybody. If she is, then that trap is going to be absolutely no good to us. Yeah, they almost got away with one, a cheeky one right here. They picked up that trap. No work on that generator. That one's still sparking. They got her off that hook. And they did so without running into the trap. Well, I said that. They disarmed that trap, and that was kind of a bad plan. That was a little bit of a bad plan, though. She is leading me away from where I wanted to be at. All right, we're just gonna have to catch her up here on the boat. All right. You're somebody we haven't seen before. It's a Meg. I always love Megs. Oh, there's somebody who's, my guess is I'm not really sure if they're understanding about what's going on with these traps, but that was a perfectly healthy person that's now in a perfectly injured state, if we can find him. We still have a nice generator setup going on over here. There's somebody healing. Nurse is calling. Yeah, you're gonna want to run. You're gonna want to run, my friend. It tells me my friend does not have a med kit. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. Help if I watch for my own traps there. My traps are so well placed, they're even injuring me. I see that Jeff headed around this corner, so is he going for a save? My guess is the answer is yes. So that means I'm gonna have 2 injured people right over here, kind of boxed in. Oh, well, I don't know what you were doing there. I don't know what you were doing there, but that's you don't want to be here. There's a killer out here. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. It's kind of dangerous. Now they did get us down to 1 generator. We hooked a lot of them. She's dead on hook. So the good news for us is the 3 generators that are left are all going to be the ones that are in our kind of in a 3-gen situation here. Generator 1 with no progress on it. Generator 2 with no progress on it. And generator 3. These are going to be very, very easy to patrol. Go ahead and pick up this trap that's up here. You know somebody out there is injured. We're going to go ahead and retrap this generator here. We've already caught somebody in it, so we're just going to hope that nobody else gets involved in it. We're going to go ahead and reset that trap right there. So the problem they're going to run into is they're going to have to come and deal with one of these generators. All these generators are trapped in some fashion or another. We also know that if they disarm the traps to try to get to the generator, not only will we be notified, but they're also going to be injured. Have enough time to sneak out here? I think we do. I think we have enough time to come out here and snag this trap that's just sitting out here. Yep, there's immediately somebody injured in one of those traps. And like I said, at this point, they're not, I'm gonna go ahead and reset it. They used the time that I went away from the area to try to come and work on these generators, and again, my guess is that was not they stepped in the trap as much as it is they just didn't know that they were going to end up getting injured. All right, they did not know that that was going to lead them to basically getting injured if they disarmed it. We picked up a trap. We're going to lay it back behind her. We have still... What's going on here? Somebody here? Somebody definitely was here. Where are you at, my buddy? Well, we're going after you. We're gonna take you. And we're gonna keep using this middle hook. Mainly because it is just so centrally located here. There's generators we need to protect. Oh, that's bad news. This is kind of a dead end for you. My guess is you missed that skill check on that heal. Alright, we're going to get a little bit out of the way here, give them a chance to get them off the hook, but they're going to have to come all the way out here to get you. Well, actually they won't, because that's your death hook. Alright. So, let's reassess our situation here. We have a very good... Well, it'd help if I got on the right side to kick it. We have a very good setup right here. We're going to reset the trap by the generator. These generators are all trapped. They are all trapped in some fashion or another. If they're watching, they know that the problem is... Well, that's embarrassing. We also know somebody's over here. We saw the scratch marks and that kind of got us distracted. So, number of times Trapper has stepped in his own trap in this match. Too many, unfortunately. But what I was going to say is we know that they've... Oh, hi. Hey, Meg. Gonna get you to drop the pallet, and that's fine. I'm pretty sure at this point we have 8 generator downs. Well, that trap we set a long time ago. That one we set a very long time ago, and that paid off very nicely for us. I'm gonna get you up here in the corner of the map. Up here by the wall. There's your second hook. Like I said, that trap we set in the very beginning of the match, and it really did pay off for us there. This poor generator is literally 3 traps around it. They're not going to be touching that one. If I am the Jeff, and I believe that's who's left, I am looking for the hatch at this point. And my guess is he either has found the hatch and is not coming back to get that Meg. Now we know where that hatch spawns. A lot of times it's underground, under here. The basement is here. But no, the basement is not here. But the hatch is also not here as well. Alright. As he's... Oh, I was going to say he's letting that Meg die, but he is not. Alright, well, kudos to him. Oh, I see you, Meg. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a dead end for you. Again, my guess is that Jeff knows where the hatch is, and he's going to get out with the hatch escape. And if he does, that's perfectly good. We've had a very solid game here. The traps have all worked very well. And those coils, I've never used those coils before, but I must say, they've been pretty effective. Alright, so we know the trap is not underground. Ooh. Oh, it is under here, though. He's got it. Oh, he did have it. Dude, the hatch is here. You were so close. I don't know what you were doing. Where'd you crawl to? I hear you. I hear you. Where are you? I knocked you down. Now I can't find you. Yep, that was the trap. That was the hatch. That was the hatch. Wow, you were so close to it. I almost feel like giving it to you. Almost. Well played game by everybody here. But boy, those coils, I have not played with those coils before, and like I said, I've played games as the trapper where I have had very big issues with people setting off my traps and just disarming them, and it's been very frustrating. Well, in that match, disarming my traps turned out to be devastating because it injured them. And once they got injured, I was able to go ahead and again reset those traps. That was just a really good match on our end. We played very efficiently. We had very few swings and misses. The traps worked perfectly. The add-ons worked perfectly. We were able to find, on what's a relatively small map, a very nice section to play against as far as defending generators, and that just worked out about as well as we could hope for. And again, I don't know how much of that was a team. They had lots of add-ons. They had flashlights. We never saw that flashlight come into play right there. That was the person with the escape cake. Lots of med kits. They were a pretty well organized group of purple rank players. Again, were they all playing together? Were they all just separate? Did they just happen to solo queue? It's hard to tell, particularly this time of day. They didn't look particularly coordinated. They were going for rescues and saves, but not in a manner that suggested that somebody was trying to run me in one direction while someone else went for the save. So they might have been solo queues, but that's 4 pretty decent survivors right there. Good, solid survivors. And the trapper is an underrated killer. He's very basic to play, but when you're able to control your territory and you can find a generator situation, I allowed them to get a couple of generators that I just didn't care about, because when you're with the trapper, you can't defend the entire map. You have to concentrate on a smaller area of the map, trap it, and defend it with your life. And basically, that's what I was able to do. And once I got them into that 3 generator situation, and those generators were all trapped, and they couldn't disarm them without injuring themselves, basically making them one-hit downs at that point if I could catch up to them, then things kind of snowballed from there. And once we got one person down, then it was pretty much game over unless someone could find the hatch. And boy, that Jeff at the end nearly found the hatch. Really, really close, but we ended up getting them all, and very, very happy with the way that round turned out. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, I ask you please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It would help to grow this channel very much. We release new Dead by Daylight videos every day, usually twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. I hope you please check back to see them. And again, till the next time, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in our next Dead by Daylight.